Re Cosmo, Carlos Oriste, Stor Canalmo, Salam Dunya, um, Canalame Horsh Galadines, Bonjour du monde, Bienvenue sur ma chaîne, Bienvenido a mi canal, Bienvenuto al mio canale. Hello world, welcome to my channel. My name is Kevin and I am from Pennsylvania. I spent 9 phenomenal months in Cyprus for Fulbright ETA. I currently work at a supermarket, but I hope to return to Cyprus. Now for a little bit about myself. I was born in northwestern Pennsylvania in a small town in the Rust Belt in the United States of America. While my mom describes me as odd, I am sure I was like a lot of other older millennials, liking Nintendo, Nickelodeon, cartoons, and so forth. However, at the age of 10 in 5th grade, the teacher started a conversation that completely changed the course of our lives by bringing up ethnicity, a topic that had never come up at home. I was fascinated, for I had only seen myself as American at this point, and the idea that we came from elsewhere was shocking and fascinating. This conversation has started a fascination with foreign cultures and languages that has persisted to this day, even after 30 years. Shortly after this conversation, my mother and I moved to Ohio to be closer to a church we then attended. After a year in the public school system, a parishioner at the church took it upon herself to take care of my homeschooling, since my mother is a single mom. Thus, I was homeschooled for junior high and high school. The insularity of the church notwithstanding, my interest in other cultures persisted, an interest I explored via documentaries and encyclopedias. After I graduated, I did not go to college right away because the church didn't believe in college, thinking it was a way for us to become binge-drinking atheists. However, I got recruited to work for a parishioner at the church who had an electrical business, and he did not pay us anywhere near the wage that people think electricians make. In fact, we didn't even make minimum wage for most of the time. So we worked long hours between work and the church projects and for little pay. However, during this time, I could not help but dream of more, imagining a world I had never seen. Thank you, Dan Miller of 48 Days to the Work You Love, for that framing. So, for the commute time, which was half an hour to an hour one way between our shop and the job site, and the commute for the food pickups for the church food bank, where the stores were at least an hour away one way, I would use that time to work on my foreign language skills. Eventually, I gained the ability to read most of what I find in French and Spanish. I worked on my foreign language skills as a preparation for my being ready to go overseas. In my 30s, my mom and I stopped going to that church, and after we stopped going there, I lost my electrical job. I decided to go to college, starting at a local community college and then transferring to a 4-year school. I decided to gear my studies towards the ability to go overseas, majoring in translation, minoring in peace and conflict studies, and getting a certificate to teach English as a foreign language, or TEFL. I had thought about minoring in psychology because I developed an interest in psychology as a result of being being able to learn about myself from psychological theories. An example of this is that when I was younger, my elders loved asking questions about myself I didn't know the answer to. Embarrassing? Yes. But thanks to psychology, I had an idea why I didn't know the answer. So I like psychology. But it wouldn't work out. The Modern and Classical Language Studies department told me that I would need a different minor if I was going to major in translation, so I chose Peace and Conflict Studies instead. That it was chosen because of my interest in making a difference in the world, partly arising from having read the Universal Declaration of Human Rights many years beforehand. After graduation, I applied to the Fulbright program to get a Fulbright ETA, or English Teaching Assistantship, in Cyprus. I chose Cyprus because it is in a liminal space between the East and the West, and the Cyprus problem was of interest since I am a Peace and Conflict Studies minor. I got the award and spent 9 phenomenal months in Cyprus. I have returned to the U.S. and gone back to my job at the supermarket, but I am looking for ways to return to Cyprus. Anyway, my interests include foreign languages and cultures, psychology, sociology, world religions, history, all civilizations, from the dawn of humanity till today. In addition, in my free time, I like to watch YouTube videos, learn languages, read books, go for walks, something I did more in Cyprus than I do in the States. Anyways, in this channel, I would like to share my love for Cyprus, enlightening Americans about Cyprus, and enlightening Cypriots about America, and also talk about my polyglot journey. I officially now identify myself as polyglot-ish. Emphasis on the ish. Anyways, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and hit like and subscribe. Thank you for your time and have a great day.